Sup, internet? I didn't really have a topic, but then I saw a video this morning, and I guess everybody else is talking about it, so I'm gonna put my 2 cents into because I don't know. I need a video, and that's just what I do, I guess. And I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing. I might use this, and I might use this because I'm just gonna be planting in the garden afterwards. So I wasn't really going to talk about the one video where I guess that mic was on and people were saying that, the people in the higher ups are already vaccinated and that maybe this whole thing is just a hoax. And because that would make me sound crazy, right? I mean, I don't... What was that thing, like a plan? Possibly. Oh, and look, clean makeup brushes. Did I wash them? No, I just waited for BoxyCharm to send me more because I am really lazy. No, I wouldn't say lazy, more like it's just I don't want to do it, and there's so many other things that I could find fun doing other than washing makeup brushes, like researching and stuff like that. But even now, I don't hardly even have time to do that, which really sucks. It's messing up my vibe, man. But whatever. So, I watched Derek Williams' video this morning about the whole... I think I will link it, but it says Sweden is a model. And I had discussed the whole Sweden thing a couple of months back when all of this started, because Sweden hasn't stopped their economy or anything like that. They're just like, yo, wash your hands and don't really get too crowded and stuff. Basically what we do during flu season. And I mean... Sweden expects their citizens to have basic common sense and to use it. And the fact that our government doesn't expect us to have common sense or use it, it's kind of sad. But then I see people, especially on my local area, where the little news site or whatever, that normally, because I have such a small town that I am living in, usually every Monday you would go and just basically watch that little news page and find out who got arrested that weekend. Basically who really had a good time, right? And not really any of those articles out now. So, what am I missing? Oh. I'll get there, guys. I will. I have so many things going on in my brain that I need to get done, and randomly I'm just like, oh crap, I didn't even take the meat out for dinner. So, I'm just like mom brain and gardener brain, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get my babies put in the ground today. So, yeah. Anyway. Since this doesn't have like any neutral transition colors, I'm going to use that one because I have no life and I just want to impress the plants that I bought. And, it is what it is, guys. But yeah, anyway, so on the site, there's discussions because I guess our governor and Greg Abbott, I think that's what his name is, in Texas, said we can basically reopen the state for the most part on Friday, which I guess that's cool. I mean, I was a little surprised to see movie theaters, but not, salons and stuff. But, not that I go to the salon or anything, but, a lot of people were complaining about needing haircuts, and I'm just like, all right, I can see that. But I don't know. Why hasn't anybody posted any videos about their quarantine haircut? Because I'm surprised I haven't done it, because I know I need a trim, but I'm lazy. Or I have selective participation. Yeah, that's it. That's the meme that I saw the other day. Did I even post that? I don't know. No, I put the wrong color on. But this whole video about the people talking, people are discussing whether or not it's supposed to be a setup or anything. And because why would two people randomly? Because if you're, I think this was like before a press conference, and of course I'm gonna hear thunder. I don't care if it's pouring down rain. I'm still planting those damn plants. Just so you know.
The door is literally open.
Bring Max in.
Huh?
Bring in Max.
He was scratching at the door when it was literally open.
He wants to be special. Let him be. My dogs. Anyway, I tried to get them in earlier before I started filming because, you know, my dogs and the neighbor's dogs apparently have some type of beef that they will just randomly, like every couple of hours, come to the fence and tell each other to fuck off. And I don't know what they did, but, you know, it can get very, very loud and sound like World War III is going on out there. So, yeah, I tried to avoid all that, but my dogs had other thoughts on that subject. Anyway, as I was saying, which I'm like on two separate subjects, it seems. Let's see. Sweden? Okay. Yeah, Sweden. They never really shut down their economy. And like I said, Derek was actually smart enough to link a video where there was some fancy doctor in Sweden saying what their restrictions were. But, you know, of course, I'll link it because, you know, he does a lot more research and stuff. He's got more than an hour before he films a video to do a research and stuff. And he's a pretty cool guy to listen to anyway, so, yeah. There was my weird little YouTube shout out, and God, my browser annoying the crap out of me. We're going to get through this video somehow, some way. Anyway, what am I going to do to impress my plants? Flowers. Should I try pink? No, I'm not going to try pink. What am I going to do with these weird colors? Let's try to do the whole zero gravity thing. Or should I start with the glitter first? Yeah, let's totally destroy my eyes with a bunch of glitter. And then we'll do something on the outside to try to make it look normal. So anyway, they're starting back, opening up the state. And of course, everybody's like, oh my God, I'm not going out. Y'all are crazy for opening up the state. Y'all are just worried about money and not people. And I'm just like I told Derek, I was like, you know, there is no law that says that you have to go out and spend money. You are allowed to stay home. I mean, you've always been allowed to stay home. I mean, nobody was out there forcing you during flu season to go out and spend money. But, you know, we had to go Christmas shopping and stuff because from what I understand, the flu season is like during the holiday season and stuff. But, you know, the Christmas presents were more important. The Christmas gatherings and Thanksgiving and stuff like that, that was pretty important. So, but you used your common sense during flu season, right? And that's what I never understood about this whole COVID thing, was that there is still like over a 90% chance survival rate. And everybody is freaking the fuck out. And I was like, the flu kills like 2 or 3 times more people than this disease. I mean, I am not uncaring to the people who are immune compromised, like myself, and older people. But what do they do during flu season? They don't really go out. And if they have to go out, they use common sense and wash their hands. They don't go out with a mask and stuff like that. All of a sudden, this mask thing, and I'm just like, wearing a mask at work is the most annoying fucking thing ever because I can't breathe in that thing. And it's, granted, I look adorable in it because I stole my kids, and it's, it's a little kitty cat face, but you know, she got it off Wish, like, maybe, like, before China even had this whole COVID thing start. And I guess that was, do you remember a couple of years ago when they started with the Snapchat filters wearing the mask? Why? I have questions, guys. Why was that even a trend? That everybody was, like, running around with masks to the point where Snapchat's gonna make a filter for it. And I even asked my kid, what's up with the mask thing? And she's like, oh, it's just a cool thing to do. You know, they're very health conscious and stuff. And I'm like, it's still weird. Like, why would you want a picture of yourself wearing a mask? It's just weird. But I also saw the toilet paper filter, which I did not partake. And it just, again, it's weird. I don't understand Snapchat, but I will get on there every once in a while and take a few pictures and be like, oh, weird filter. I look cute for once. But, yeah. I'm a mess, guys. I really am. But at least I admit it. Anyway. So I have people freaking out, saying that they're refusing to shop at stores that are not doing what they can to protect us, so to speak. Whereas they didn't do this during flu season. I mean, we all went in there at the Walmart because, you know, there's literally only like a Walmart in my town. Even though there is rumors that one day we might get a Target and possibly a Hobby Lobby. But again, it hasn't happened. And this video's a mess, just so you know. But so there's literally only Walmart to shop on Black Friday. And the parking lot is full to capacity. And there's people parked literally across the highway at the other restaurant, and they walk over for Black Friday at the height of flu season. But that's okay. But now you're refusing to shop if they don't take precautions. Oh, they're going to have like a station for Purell and a wipe for your cart. I don't get it. I really don't. Like, I know there's the theory about the virus was in the flu shots and stuff, and I'm like, I can't really speak on that because I don't get the flu shot. The last time I got the flu shot, I think I was pregnant with my second, and I got so sick that year. Like, I literally had to go to the hospital to be hydrated again. And I'm like, what in the fuck? It was not cool. And my daughter, my youngest daughter, the last year that she had a flu shot was, I think she needed a vaccination for, what is the one that they need in 7th grade so that they can, like, I think it's the meningitis vaccine or whatever. But that was like her last round of vaccinations, and they threw in a flu shot that year. And I'm not telling y'all not to get shots, but I'm just, we have not had a good history with this whole flu shot thing, because that same year she got strep and pneumonia, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Come on, guys. I, I, I can understand the people who are anti-vax. I can, granted that's your rights, but don't come at me for vaccinating my kids, because y'all are telling me I'm poisoning my child, and I'm just like, I just don't want them to have polio, you know. I'd like them to be able to run and stuff like that, you know, without all the problems of polio. And what was so unward? The thing is, polio was, they always joked about having an iron lung or something like that. I don't know. My grandparents talked about it, and it always sounded horrifying. Anyway, I'm going to try another color, because this, while it's sparkly, it's not very cool. Anyway, yeah, I'm a mess, guys. But I don't understand this concept. Why is everybody freaking out? Because there's a lot of other weird things going on, like ships being moved around, and it makes me wonder. I mean, I'm not going to post a video. I mean, I could tell you what video to watch, but I won't do that because I don't really want to do fear-mongering, but it gives... The video is, it's kind of enlightening on things that they're not talking about in the news. And it gives me pause, guys. It really does. Because there's some things that we should be looking out for. And we're not really doing that. And here I am. Watch. I'm probably going to put too much on and totally screw it up. I think that's a little bit more glam than I expected for planting vegetables. No, wait, herbs. Yeah, herbs and flowers. Anyway, yeah. But, I mean, help this make sense for me. Because, I mean, I completely understand if you're scared and you don't want to go out all of a sudden, because of course there's the memes on Facebook saying, I'm just gonna go wait and see what happens to the rest of you guys first before I go out and spend my money and stuff. And I was like, that's completely understandable, because, you know, I would too, quite honestly. But I don't normally go out to eat in restaurants anyway, so there's that. I mean, I'm not a foodie, so that's never been my type of, you know, Saturday afternoon. But then again, my type of Saturday afternoon before I started working is, you know, going to Goodwill and garage sales and stuff like that, which, you know, I have the time of my life rummaging around other people's stuff, and God knows what I'm picking up. Literally. I mean, figuratively, virus-wise, or, you know, some treasure that has been, you know, lost away in grandma's attic that is pretty terrifying to my family. But I find it lovely. And which reminds me, I need to find that doll again that my daughter keeps hiding because it scares her, but I think it's hilarious. I'm going to give that doll to my grandchild. They're going to love this doll. And one day they're going to ask to take this doll home. The one that terrifies my children. And they're going to be forced to live with this doll because they're not going to want to tell their kid that they can't have this doll that they love. Because we all had that one doll, right? And see, it's things like this that make me think the people that tell me that I'm a bitch are right. I mean, it is a really bitchy thing to do, I'm just saying. But, I mean, it's not a bad doll. It doesn't have bad vibes or anything like that. It's not like Annabelle. I mean, and it has been cleansed, but I don't know why porcelain dolls just scare my kids. But maybe it's like the old outfit that they're wearing. Wait, what was I talking about? Oh my god, guys, this... So in... Fuck, I don't even know what... In theory, no, that's... I'm trying to sound like I have some intelligence, but my brain is just not working. In conclusion, I'm sorry, this the very last of my venti frap just like hit my brain. So yeah, in conclusion, people are still scared, and it's understandable. I can respect that, but people are also acting like we're just going out mainly to go back to work because we care more about money than anything else. And, like, the whole other thing that's really starting to piss me off, and I know Trish is like, oh, here we go. The whole essential thing. I know it was started to try to make people feel better. But then we started with the whole, your job is essential, but these people are on the front lines. And I didn't know if anybody was actually noticing this division tactic, because I remember talking on Facebook where I have a friend who's always going on a government rant, which how the government's fucking this up and how they're fucking that up and stuff like that. You know, the usual, because we all have those people on Facebook, you know. I mean, for the most part, he's a pretty cool guy, but then he watches the news and he gets very upset. So, yeah. And you just, like, hang along for the ride. And he has a friend that disagrees with him. And we were discussing going back to work and everything, and I was like, when all of this started, when everybody decided to shut down, I got, I think, maybe 10 days off, and when my boss called me, he's like, are you showing any symptoms? And I'm like, why? What? No! Should I be concerned? But he, apparently, somebody that I work with also works with the elderly. And I didn't know this because, you know, we see each other in the hallway. Sometimes, you know, if our little carts are going back and forth. And the most I ever really talk to her is sometimes in the break room, or, you know, I guess mainly the laundry room when we're stocking our carts, or sometimes if she's across the hall, and if somebody trashes their hotel room. I think that was the last time I actually spoke more than 2 words to her, was somebody had trashed the room. I'm talking like 6 pizza boxes, going to Chili's and all that stuff, and I'm like, what in the hell did you people do? Because there was like a buffet for at least 12 people, and the most people that could stay in that room was 4. So, like, how hungry were y'all? But yeah, you know, between the beer cans and the pizza boxes, I was like, girl, come here. And we're just like, we look at each other like, what happened? I mean, when was this party? But yeah, that's apparently, you know, I was given time off to make sure that, you know, we weren't showing symptoms or anything. And unfortunately, I believe there's 120 people affected in my county, and over half of those are from one nursing home. It's not the nursing home that my friend works at, thankfully, but it's a very sad situation because it's like the prisons where they have people in prison coming up with this, and they're like, oh, how did they get that? And, gee, I wonder how. You know, they're not going anywhere. I mean, not that I know of. Are they having public outings that we don't know? Are they going on a beer run at night? I don't know, but it's a sad situation. And I feel bad for the people. I honestly do. And I know Grandma's not going on a beer run at around midnight, so it's being brought in. Which, again, it's very upsetting. But, I mean, the whole essential thing, he had asked me if my job was essential or if I just wanted to make money. And I'm like, well, the hotel has to give people a room if they're essential. Which, I guess if you work at Jack in the Box and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I'm going to say it. And I'm sorry, my back is hurting. And I'm just like, I am not going to deal with my hurting back because I got shit to do today. But anyway, the whole essential thing, it's a double-edged sword because technically, Starbucks is not essential. And yes, I know, I got me Starbucks this morning. And I did get me Starbucks Friday after work. And I know somebody's out there like, oh my God, what about the people on the front line? They need to have their caffeine. There's coffee in the break room of pretty much every workplace. It's probably mud, and it tastes like crap, but still, it's coffee. Well, what about the people who are working and stuff? That's why we need the fast food and stuff. No. I can verify it. I actually work at a hotel. I have seen people go to Walmart and pick up groceries. Now, granted, there are some hotels that do not have the microwave and refrigerators in the room. So, But then again, if you think about it, if you're working at Starbucks or a fast food place, you're probably working 2 jobs. And if those 2 jobs, or even one of them, said, we're going to shut down for a while, then you're kind of fucked because you're more than likely living paycheck to paycheck because they don't pay the best. And the whole essential thing, which it irritates me because you're trying to make it look like we're some great thing, but we're just people that have to pay our bills. You know, the fact that, that paycheck is needed to pay my bills, it just makes it essential. You don't need your burger, but I need the money. Just like that one lady who was screaming at some poor kid at Burger King because she was wearing gloves, saying that she's spreading germs, and I'm like, you don't need that burger. Why are you even there? You're spreading germs to that poor girl. But I digress. It's quite irritating. And no, I'm not trying to say, oh my God, I have an essential job or whatever. I spray disinfectant all day, so I think I'm pretty safe. Because, that's why my nails don't grow anymore. They chip off because it's between the bleach and the disinfectant. It's a mess. And I really want to get gel nails, but then again, I don't know if that's going to melt the gel nails off because, again, bleach. I just want to have pretty nails, guys, and I don't know if that's ever going to be possible. And here I ranted on for like 10 minutes about whether or not essential is really essential. But anyway, it's really a division tactic because everybody's like, oh, you just want to make money. I'm like, I don't. I'm just saying. And the thunder is telling me I need to get the plants and dirt out of my car, so I'm gonna get wet. So, yeah, I gotta go. This has been 30 minutes of pure, absolute nonsense. I hope you're safe and I hope you're sane. If not, it'll get better. Maybe soon. I don't know. But, yeah, you don't gotta go out and shop just because they're opening things back up. You could stay home. I'm not gonna judge you. You're cool. But don't yell at me because I gotta go to work. Okay? Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye, Internet!